Here's one tip for every single tower in TDX. Use Ranger as a new player to skip easy mode and go straight for soloing intermediate, as he's actually capable of doing this. Utilize Shotgunner's bottom path to unstun crucial defense. One scenario is Eradicator's Scream on an impossible map. You can use Operator in the early game of both Tower Battles and Tower Battles Nightmare. I would recommend you just don't use Mine Layer at all. Sniper's top path is a very cost efficient way to solo expert on very open maps. Car Blasters is one of, if not the best choice to take care of bosses and strong enemies in impossible maps. Honestly, you should just skip Missile Trooper and just buy Sniper instead. He's way too outdated right now. Use Patrol Boat to solo intermediate and take care of other modes on water heavy maps. You can use the top half of Farm to heal your base in Nightmare mode if you happen to leak too much early on. Level 4 Scouts from Barracks can absolutely destroy Elite mode in Halloween 2024 in Chapter 3 Nightmare. Grenadier is a great choice for new players to destroy Elite mode, as he has high splash damage and is able to slow down hordes with his bottom path. Always get EDJ's bottom path before a top half, as you're always going to want discounts first. Most people don't know this, but you can actually use John's Axe Swing ability to hit air enemies. If you set a 5-2 laser gunners targeting to random, you can actually shock multiple enemies at once if you use the ability. If you have no idea what other towers fit in your loadout, Toxic Nader is a great side support to boost your damage against bosses. You can utilize Sentry as a great bait tower due to his rebuild ability. Preferably with teammates, you can use Artillery and Ultra mode to help out immensely with the early game. Always set Jet Trooper's targeting to random on his bottom path, so you can get a lot of damage with his fire ability. If you're ever using AA turret, make sure you place top path very far back, as it has a large dead zone in its range. If you ever need extra air defense, you can use level 4 Humvees from Armored Factory to help out against them. Use Juggernaut's top path earlier into your matches due to its high range, ignore bullet resistance, and great cost efficiency. Use Ghost's bottom path for your main DPS in Elite, as she absolutely shreds it on most maps. If your loadout has a lot of flimsy towers in it, use Mobster to save money with its life insurance. You can use Railgunner's top path to help take out wave 30 of Expert, and his bottom path for waves 40 and 42 on Expert. Always utilize Machine Gunner's cone-like range to get the most value out of him. You do not want to bother with repositioning him via his ability. Utilize Medic's level 2 crits on high fire rate towers like Golden Juggernaut for some insane DPS. With crits, a 2-5 Golden Juggernaut deals about 6,400 DPS. When you're using Slammer, pair 2 4 Slammers with 5-2 Slammers to stack stuns on enemies. This is known as stun stacking. If you're not using Warship, you can use 2-5 XWMs to bait MK4's artillery. You can use Golden Ranger to cheese the early game of Expert, since he has great early game DPS and has really cheap flight detection. Using Golden Mine Layer's top path to stack many mines on impossible maps is a great method to beating these maps. Always keep in mind that when you're using Combat Drone, some enemies actually have their heads obstructed, which makes them immune to headshots. Just like you could do with XWM, a 5-2 warship can bait MK4's artillery shot, saving your 2-5 warships. Use Helicopter's bottom path in the early game because it's more cost efficient and it's harder for enemies to kill due to its stealth. Use Golden Juggernaut's reboot to stack more DPS and to continue attacking when bosses do actually stun him. Use the top path of Golden Mobster to cheese the early game of most modes. This thing makes a ton of cash and does a lot of damage. Make sure to sell and replace your shield tower to reset its shield HP. This is a great way to keep a lot of towers alive, especially in Nightmare mode. Utilize Oil Derek's bottom path in harder difficulties to rack in a considerable amount of extra cash from damage. An 18% buff to cash from damage is really good. Use 5-2 Behemoths to catch leaks and help out with air enemies. 3 level 5 commanders is enough to chain a 30% damage buff across many towers permanently. After every upgrade, wait for War Machine to spawn a new duo of Abrams Walker or a new War Machine entirely to stack multiple spawns to get more value out of each upgrade. When using Refractor, you need to have Medic or Shield Tower with them, because if a Refractor dies, especially at 2-5, it's very punishing. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It took me a hell of a long time to record every single tower. And you may be asking why I didn't include event towers. It's just because they aren't crazy good right now, aside from a few of them. Plus, it would have taken even longer to make this video. But I'll make a video on tips for event towers in the future if this video hits 150 likes. Again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.